Hello, Scorpio. Happy October to you. How are you? I hope you're well. So, happy October and happy Thursday. So for those of you who are on the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, we are Friday tomorrow, Friday, right? Yeah, I don't really even count the days of the week anymore, really. Just do my thing. That's what the beautiful balance of a business can do for you. Yeah, Scorpio, you know that. All right. So we are looking at Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for you, Scorpio. And by the way, happy birthday. If you're having a birthday today, I hope it is wonderful. At least it's half as wonderful as you. All right, here we go, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is coming up for you in the week ahead? Scorpio, this is your week ahead reading. The sneak peek for the week comes out on a Monday or a Tuesday. All right, and that is the weekly read. The weekly read, right. This is for your week ahead. Six of Pentacles, interesting. Searching for some reciprocity. Reaching out to someone. Everybody in this picture is reaching out. Reaching out to someone to give them reciprocity and even the scale. Ready to receive. Hands are open, right? Knight of Wands. Ready to receive messages of passion. Ready to receive passionate moments. And that doesn't have to do anything with romance. It could just be whatever the thing is on your mind that you're most passionate about. You may have finally booked your trip to Mexico or Mazatlan, right? You may have, booked your trip to Spain or to Egypt. We've got the Towers of Egypt. What do we call those? Gosh, why have I forgotten? I don't know the word. Why can't I know the word? Pyramids. Thank you, Charlie. Could have not waited that long, just saying. Pyramids. Right. Oh, someone was getting cold feet. Knight of Wands is coming in super quick and sometimes full of ego, because I think that's the only thing that propels the Knight sometimes. Yeah, running in with passionate messages, being the first one over the finish line, right? Trying to get there before anybody else does. That's what it feels like. So we have justice. There is going to be justice here. Yeah, Scorpio. If you are looking for passionate reciprocation, you're going to get it. Yeah, this person's got their hands open. Everybody in this picture in the middle has their hands open. They're ready to receive. Whatever it is you're bringing in, if you're bringing in passion, this person is ready to receive it. Yes, this person or group of people, whoever they are. But the justice here tells me that you are going to get some balance, some justice. You're finally going to be able to say the things you've always wanted to say. There is an Ace of Swords across this Justice card here. You're going to be able to say all the things that you wanted to say. I feel as though this person has a lot of respect for you because you are a balanced individual. That's what it feels like. You're someone who acts in a balanced way. You could be a Libra rising. You could present that way as someone who's very balanced and even. But I feel like you could have Libra in your chart, but you could be dealing with Libra as well. Nonetheless, I feel like whatever you're bringing in, somebody is ready to receive. They're ready to be reciprocal with whatever kind of passionate energy you're bringing in. And for whatever reason, it's going to give you balance. It's going to give them balance. I feel like this person is going to treat you like royalty. I think they're going to, be reciprocal. Yeah, with the passion. Got the King of Swords and the Six of Cups. Someone wants to talk about whatever went on leading up to here. I'm not going to say the past. I'm just going to say up to here, because it feels like you two know each other, for starters, because the Six of Cups for me is a long-term relationship in terms of platonic relationships, like you've known them since childhood or you've known them for a while. I feel like this person wants to give something to you, but not before the hard conversation. This person's going to come in passionate, I feel, or maybe I'm talking about you. This person. If I'm being honest, I think that the King of Swords is more your energy. Because Scorpio, you can be a hard ass, right? And sometimes the words that come out don't necessarily match whatever you're saying on your face. Your face doesn't talk, your mouth hole does. Because you're kind of, stoic on the surface, right? I feel like if we are dealing in King of Swords energy, it feels like there's a hard conversation that's coming up with someone that you've known for a very long time. You're gonna have to put your heart away. It's not going to be emotional, and you're going to have to be a little, stoic and logical and not really emotional on the surface in order to get through this. And I don't think it has any bearing on the things. The fact that you're going to be going in as the King of Swords, I don't think has any anything to do with the person that you're going to. I think this is just the way that you need to get through it. It's the only way that you're going to get through it is if you're really logical about the situation. So I feel like you need balance, or you want to have justice with, maybe it's a legal thing. It could be with a friend. Maybe there's been a fallout, right? Because the King of Swords can be very honest with their words. This is also, to me, a judge, a magistrate, someone who's highly, high level thinking person, someone who makes decisions the best that's for all involved. And maybe the justice is here to say, yeah, you're going to finally get justice with somebody that you've known for a long time, that I feel like you guys shared things and were really good friends, but I feel soulmate friends from this Six of Cups is what I feel. Somebody is coming in very passionate about the things they're going to say, not necessarily passionate like that kind of passion you're thinking. This person's coming in to talk to you. And I think that the passionate words, which can be scary when it's mixed with swords, passion and words sometimes can be good, sometimes not so much, right? So I feel like there's sort of some uneven energy coming in. This person is wondering if there is friendship here. That's what it feels like, Scorpio. Is this friendship? Let's just talk about this logically. What is this? Do you still have emotions here? Is it emotional? Is there some kind of emotion you can show me, or is it just going to be, logic related here? King doesn't know. He hasn't made a decision. I know I'm going in as the King of Swords because I feel confident and balanced and logical, and that's the way I want to deal with the situation. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to say. Yeah. Got some cards flying around here. Just going to pick them as they fall. All right, so I really feel like the king is coming in to tell the truth. Oh boy. The plot thickens. Scorpio, what's going on? I feel like you've been overthinking a situation. You've been overthinking the talking to this person. I feel like you have had maybe broken sleep patterns. You're obsessively thinking about the situation. And I feel like you are becoming more and more passionate about the situation. Not passionate about the person, but passionate about saying what you got to say. Because the king is wielding the sword of truth, right? So being passionate about what you got to say to this person who is a soulmate that I'm really not sure if this is love. I know it's emotional, but it could be energy that is respectfully sweet. That's what it seems like. Sweet affection. So it could be the beginning of something, but it also could be a friendship, right? It feels like sweet affection. So nonetheless, I feel like the king's coming in to speak, to say what he's got to say. Yeah. So I don't know if that's you. It feels like more of your energy, but I feel like you're going in to say what you got to say. You're going to get it off your chest. You really just got to tell the truth. And you know what? It is what it is, right? Are we still going to be friends after that? I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. So 2 of Cups is in reverse. I don't even know if you want to give me your cup. I don't know if I want to give you a cup. We're really unsure. Has the love poured out? I feel like somebody's coming in to find that out. But I don't think this person was very honest about their feelings. And I also feel like this is why the 2 of Cups is here. Scorpio, I don't think you were honest with someone about how you were feeling about them. I think that's why they still think it's the 6 of Cups. They feel this kind affection from you, but nothing else. I feel like you need to tell them something that you've been hiding. I think that's what the Seven of Swords and the Two of Cups, it's like whatever you've been hiding is now coming to the surface. And now that you're actually taking it on or looking it in the face, I feel like you are unsure. You may have been more sure in the past. The thing is that justice is here. You're going to get balance. It's going to work out. It's going to work out in your favor, whatever that means to you. It's going to work out for you. And I think that you've realized that there may be a really happy, emotional opportunity with someone that you see all bossed up. Someone who might be the Empress. So Scorpio, it could be someone who's Taurus or Libra. It doesn't have to be. We also have Libra energy here. And again, we got the King of Swords present, right? And that is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So the Empress is someone who is nice to look at, but is not hollow, right? This person has been through their own trials. This person's bossed up because they've been practicing self-care. They've been, servicing the universe. They're in co-creation with the universe, constantly creating and loving and doting and kind. This person could be in their childbearing years, doesn't have to be though, but the Empress is just someone who's really well-rounded. She's had a lot of lessons in this life. She's probably older, and the Nine of Cups, I feel, is what she brings. It's like it follows her, right? It's like behind her. It follows her wherever she goes, the Nine of Cups. And so she's looking very good to a lot of other people, I feel. So people are trying to get her emotional energy because it feels good. That's who the Empress is. So I feel that love follows the Empress. The Nine of Cups follows the Empress. I feel like you have to be honest with yourself and with this person. You need to find out whether are we doing the love thing? Is that what we're doing? Or are we just going to stay, happily affectionate for each other, and you'll just keep wandering around waiting for someone to give you the last cup? I don't think the King has decided. Yeah, I don't think there's a decision just yet. I feel these are all intentions. I feel that all of these things are the thoughts of you, Scorpio. I feel like it's all of your intentions and thoughts and overthinking. And I'm thinking, excuse me, about the Empress and the happiness I have with that person. It follows her around, whether it's a she or a he, right? Whether we're looking at feminine or masculine energy. I feel like the Nine of Cups follows the Empress around, and you follow the Empress around, and you see the worth of the Empress, and you see the Nine Cups tagging along. I think you're thinking it all over, but is the Empress in love with me? I think the universe is saying yes. I feel like justice is what you're going to get with this person. I feel even if you go in and this person decides that these cups do not for them talk about romantic love, I feel like this person loves you anyway. I feel like this person is willing to stay in your life as a friend, as quite an affectionate friend. Or maybe that's where it starts. But I feel like you haven't come to a decision yet about what you're going to do or say in order to give reciprocity to this person you see as very balanced. Okay, so what you're thinking about here is that there was some hard conversation here. I think the last time you spoke before the silence, right? Virgo energy we have here now. Before the silence with the Empress, I feel like there were harsh words. Or just an uncomfortable way to end it, or something like that. Somebody was very honest with the other person, and the other person took offense to it. So this person was super honest, whoever that is, and honestly, right, could be this person who is your soulmate, right? We got mirrored energy here. However, the Queen has her back to the past energy. So this could be someone you see as someone who's very well matched for you. But I feel like when communication, if you were in communication, and I feel like you were with the Empress at some point, but I don't think they were the Empress when you were communicating with them. I think they may have been the Queen of Swords. And so when things got intense, harsh words were spoken, because I feel like you thought that you could say what you needed to say, but you didn't think you'd get it back. But you didn't know you weren't dealing with the Queen of Cups. You were dealing with the Queen of Swords. This person is someone who is on their own by choice. Usually. It could be because of divorce, but honestly, the Queen of Swords is someone who has probably chosen it because she's wielding the sword of truth. She just needs your answer. She doesn't want to deal in emotions. She's going to put her heart away and she's not going to deal in emotions. Just give me the answer that I need regarding. But you've been silent because it's been harsh words and you don't want to look at it. You're spending a lot of time by yourself in hermit mode, not talking to people, not communicating with this person if it is a person that we're talking about. The thing is that the harsh communication, I think, was necessary. I feel it created a lot of burdens in this connection, though, especially in love. Like, we don't even know if we're in love anymore, or I don't know if this person even has emotion or affection for me. I feel like it created a lot of burdens, this last conversation, whatever the intense conversation was. And it probably wasn't any name calling or anything terrible and awful, but I feel like two people who kind of saw the worth in each other ended up having some harsh words. And I think it ended up in silence, and that ended up being a burden. I think we're opening this up now. First of all, geez, so much to do, so much to say. First of all, I pointed out we have the King and the Queen of Swords. So this person that you were jousting with, I want to say, I just saw somebody jousting, two horses coming at each other, right? Guys on them with the poles. You're both highly intelligent, so this verbal jousting, that's what I want to call it. It wasn't like it was anger or upset or name calling or character assassination. It was verbal jousting. Very professional, very non-emotional, very, tell me the answer, I have the question. And that's it was very intense. So I don't think any terrible things, but it just wasn't good. It didn't feel good, and it created a lot of burden. Yeah. It created a lot of burden, but I feel like in the future, what we have here is the Page of Pentacles. We have someone now who is feeling more balanced, right? Is the friend, the one that belongs to the Six of Cups. I feel like this person is now thinking about investing. They're going out onto the path. This person is someone who is not used to investing, and it could be just that. It could be financial investment, but this person's not used to having to reinvest. They're used to the person that other people come to invest in them. So this is a foreign path for the King of Swords, I feel. It's a foreign path for you. You're not usually the one who has to go out on the path alone. What does that mean? Oh, you're not used to being the one who has to reach out. Okay, Scorpio, someone is standing their ground. Yes, that's what's going on here. So whether it's you or them, I feel like it's them that's standing their ground. Understood. So we got the Page of Pentacles here, right? I'm looking to invest. And we've got the Eight of Wands, but before the Eight is the Seven, and that's what I saw. We're standing our ground, even in conversation. You want to invest. You might be standing your ground, but I think it's the other person. I think there's going to be communication about, look, do you want to invest or do you not? I think you do. I think you both do. But this person's going to give you a run for your money. You know why? Because you're both the King and the Queen of Swords. Highly intelligent, high communication, high level communication, being very smart with your words, right? Being completely and totally and brutally honest. You two are used to communicating this way because you're used to verbal jousting. I don't know why I say that, but you're used to it. So we have the Six of Wands here, victory, right? There is going to be victory in the communication. There is going to be victory in somebody here who wants to invest in you or wants to put money towards something. Someone could be bringing you a gift, or you could be doing that. But I feel like what's going on here is that I think you're single and you don't want to wait anymore. That's what it feels like. Yeah, there we go. You've got your balance. You're now single. You don't have any ties. You have a business. You're someone who has a business or doing really well in your job. You have some money in the bank. Three of Wands says to me, I don't have to wait for the ships to come in. I can just go. I can take action whenever I want because I'm feeling in balance now. I'm feeling way more in balance than I did because a major chapter has closed in my life. So Scorpio, I feel like the major chapter closes and you, Scorpio fashion, have no regrets. That's kind of the best. Oh, that is the best. Yeah. You're not going back. There's no way. There's no way you're ever going to repeat that cycle again. Yeah, because you know that sometimes when you speak, I want to say honestly, but it's also a harsh honesty, if that makes sense. It's effortless, and the effortless part comes from no emotion. Yeah, you're used to cutting people out. Scorpio. So I feel like the World card, right? The World card is here. And a major chapter is closed in your life here. Yeah, and we have the Five of Cups in the reverse, which is no regrets. I have no regrets. Yeah, no regrets at all. That, there probably was still love here. Yeah, there's 2 cups here, right? But they could have poured out. We know that because we ended up with the 2 of Cups in reverse, right? I have no regrets. I had to do what I had to do in order to heal. And we're closing the door, and we're not going back to the situation. I've learned what I need to learn here. So the World card is the fixed energy, right? Fixed energy is I'm going on whatever path I want. She's holding 2 wands, right? Feeling very vulnerable and naked. And I feel kind of like I need to just shut the door and just not go back. And I feel like you get the balance from that. So I feel like it's... what is coming to an end is maybe something in your life that you just didn't require. Maybe you're just dropping the burdens. I'm closing the door on taking on everyone else's energy. I'm not going to take that from you. I'm going to speak honestly about it. So I feel like you have no regrets about closing the chapter. For some of you, the chapter is going to be another relationship or a marriage. It doesn't always have to be, but it could very well be you lost your job, or you decided to quit a job of a very long time and carry on to a new place, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be for love. And we've got the Moon in reverse. You now see the way clearly. Yeah. And there's also some things that are going to bubble up for you that you did not expect. I don't think you expected to be able to close this chapter. It doesn't feel like you're closing it on a person. It feels like you're wrapping something up, and you never thought it was going to come to fruition because it's been taking long. It's been a long time since you gave this reciprocity, this balanced energy to the Queen of Swords. And I really feel like the King and the Queen of Swords, they speak truthfully and honestly, but when they meet someone who is their person, they'll communicate like that. The other one won't be upset because the king said something, and the king won't be upset because the queen said something that was very dry and to the point. That's how they communicate. It's a verbal jousting. All right. So we have the King of Pentacles, and so things here I feel settle themselves out in the future. I feel like we've got some transformational energy, transformational in terms of somebody is bossing right up. Yeah, and I think it's you. I think it was kind of the last piece of the puzzle when you decided that you were going to invest in this thing and you decided that you were going to move forward. I think that's what pulled you out of this energy. So I think it was lessons that you had to learn, right? Because I see those 6 as lessons. I feel it was lessons you had to learn, but look at who. That's you, right? I feel like you learn all these lessons for a reason, Scorpio, and they are terrible lessons. But I think it brings you all to here, to a place where you're in control of your life, and you no longer have to be forced to sit in this 4 of Cups energy. Somebody might have offered you a cup, Scorps, and you just turned it away or didn't say anything. But I feel like the energy of now moving forward here, right? And the moon is in reverse, which is beautiful because now we're kind of getting a little bit more light than we had before. Things are coming to the surface, and now we can take care of them as they come to the surface. And I'm just not going to have any regrets. I just need to go in with this healing energy. This is the moment of alchemy. It's time for you to go. All right. Let's look here, Scorpio. I'm going to see if we can get any details on your person or you. Anything that'll allow us to confirm that what here is what you think it is, if it resonates with you. So we have someone who has light hair, and it says here, the end of the waiting is near. Pleasure seeker, earth sign, older masculine. So for some of you, I feel like it could be someone who has light hair. But for those of you who have been waiting to go towards someone or waiting for that person to come toward you, I feel like the end of the waiting is near. Your person or you could be a pleasure seeker, and that could mean you like to jump out of planes and climb mountains, or you could be pleasures of the flesh, right? You're a pleasure seeker, and you could be someone who's also not only a pleasure seeker, but who's very balanced in that energy, right? So I'm a Sagittarius rising and a Taurus sun. And sometimes the Sagittarian energy, is kind of wild and free and wants to go on adventure. And then Taurus pulls it down to the ground and says, come on now, right? Really? Is that what we're doing here? And I feel like that's the energy we're feeling here between the earth sign and the pleasure seeker. Someone who's in their energy, trying to make a decision. It might be an older masculine, or you might be the older masculine. This person's very confident and they feel familiar to you. They're having a lot of endings. I think you are too. Yeah, you could be the older masculine. And confident, and that the reason I feel that we need to reconnect here and speak about things is because this person feels familiar. So this person is someone who feels like you're connected to them more than just a friend. That's the thing about the Six of Cups though, right? It can be friends to lovers, right? It can be friendship, it can be children, it can be the deepest soulmate love. So I feel like we're at the end of something here, and something is coming to light with the moon. And I think what it is how you feel about the Six of Cups. And how you feel is going to be different for all of you. I'm not making that decision for you. How you feel about it is up to you. This could be a lover. This could be a past love. This could be a love of a lifetime from a long time ago. This could also be a friend who has great affection for you. Yeah. And they're coming in to be honest with you, and they don't know if what way you're going to feel about it, right? We got the Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you're going to feel some type of way about it, but they have no control over that. So what they're doing is they're bringing in the King of Swords, the logic, trying to take all of the emotion out of it, because they could possibly fall on their nose. We have 6 cups here. We have 2 cups here. That's 8. They know that you, at any time when they tell the truth, 7 of Swords in the reverse, anytime when they tell you the truth or you tell them the truth, they could just disconnect from you emotionally and you'll never see them again. But things are coming to light here. You're going to take a chance. All right. Let's end with the mirrors here and we'll let you go. Scorpio, great read. I don't usually read longer than maybe 15 minutes for you lately. Yeah. But wow, that's just energy I didn't want to get out of. That's beautiful energy, by the way, whoever you are. Beautiful energy. And it gets to me that way. I lose time when I'm in a beautiful channeled energy. I felt like it was free for me to talk. I felt like it was free for me to just say all those things to you. And I think that's sword energy. And I think that's what's coming off with this affection here. Whether it's love, romantic, or affection for a friend, it's going to be truthful to the point where it can be a little hurtful. But I think that the 6 of Cups is telling me that it's okay for you to speak. Yeah. All right. For some of you, you could be the young female. Young feminine, I'm going to say. You could be the young feminine. You could be someone who is, it says an older masculine. So this person could be older than you, or you could be older than them, feminine or masculine. But either way, it's a youthful energy. It feels to me like somebody didn't think you had a potential, or that you thought someone else didn't have a potential. And you saw this person as someone who is maybe immature, someone who didn't have a lot of experience in life, and you felt that maybe either they were withholding from you, or they were shy, or they had a limited potential. And I think that this person is the one that we're talking about. This person emerged with some gifts. They surprised you. Somebody here, I feel, leveled up. They surprised you. And I feel like now you're going back. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're thinking about it again, and you're thinking about going back. You want the reciprocity. You want the balance with this person, and you're going to do a check-in. 2 of Cups in the upright or 2 of Cups in the reverse. You're going to do a check-in regardless. Yep. Scorpio, thanks for watching here. If you did up to here, if you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. I love you guys. Thank you for the beautiful, beautiful energy. What a beautiful read. I'm going to go for now. Love you, Scorps. Bye-bye.